Looking for great guitar content on YouTube? You've come to the right place. Not for this channel, because this channel sucks, but I'm going to share with you my top 10 favorite guitar YouTube channels of all time. I'm going to do that today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. If you're new to the channel, I cover everything guitar, gear related, music related. If you're looking for that kind of stuff, here's a good place to find it. But here's also another good place to find 10 really great YouTube channels for guitar. Now, a few weeks back, I did a video with smaller guitar channels that I wanted to feature, some of the stuff that you haven't heard of. Today's list, you're probably going to already know about all these channels. There's probably not going to be any surprises for you in terms of discovering new channels, but what I would encourage you to do is in the comments, leave which channels you like and why, because that's what's fun about these videos, is us sharing our favorite guitar channels with each other. So without any of my normal further bullshit delay, number 10, Rick Beato. Now, of course, you've heard of Rick Beato. He just recently, I think, passed 1.5 million subs. And what put Rick on the map for me and so many others of us was What Makes This Song Great series. I would love to know the software they're using. And it's not just that software. The difference between someone like me and someone like Rick is that he knows music theory so well and has so much studio experience. He can pretty much tell you exactly what they were going for. You always learn a musical lesson from those things. Now, Rick's getting pretty famous, and you can kind of feel it. You can kind of sense it when you see him in front of the camera, but that's okay. I'm pretty hard to live with myself, and I only got 2,600 subscribers. Number 9. He's my favorite grumpy, long-haired, used to be fat, but now he's skinny kind of dude. Spectre Sound Studios, Mr. Glenn Fricker. Some of the best segments he does are the comments and the troll stuff that he'll put up there with people ragging on his channel. Of course, he infamously bashed and literally smashed the Line 6 amp in one of his videos. His hatred for the Spider series, now so deep and well known. But Glenn usually in his non-sponsored videos will give it to you straight. Congratulations on the weight loss, Glenn. I'm doing it myself with the keto. I've lost 20. The camera adds 10, so do the math. But anyway, Spectre Sound Studios, Glenn Fricker, you're number 9 on the list. Number 8 on our list, riffs, beards, and guitars, Mr. Ryan Fluff Bruce. Now, the reason I enjoy him, even though I don't necessarily enjoy the music that he likes or the gear that he gravitates towards, is simple. He's a genuine human being. His channel is a very, very good hang. I really enjoy Rate or Roast My Rigs. I really, really like him as a person. He's genuine. It comes across in his videos. Just a real mellow, kind of chill dude. There's just something about his channel that I find very relaxing and eminently watchable. He almost always gets to the point. Unlike me, Fluff, you're number 8 on my list. Number 7 on my list. Could you tell from that who it might be? It's the Mighty Swede. It's the Jesus lookalike. It's Ola England. I love Ola. And again, the stuff he plays, will it chug, chug-a-chug-chug, every time he touches a guitar, it sounds exactly the same to me. Chug, 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 chug. Every once in a while I'll throw some lead in, but whatever. And again, the style of guitars that he likes and the music that he likes to play is not anything I'm interested in whatsoever, but his videos are such a great hang. I love that he's genuine in them. He has his own guitar company, so he doesn't really have to give a shit what people think. He'll just belch on camera. He's a very, very funny guy. As a fellow Swede, I appreciate his dry sense of humor, and I almost never miss a video that Ola does. Truly one of the great people making YouTube content right now. Can't recommend him highly enough. Number 6 on my list of favorite YouTube guitar channels, Joshua Heath Scott. You might know him better by his initials, JHS. JHS Pedal Company. I really, really enjoy watching his videos. I have enormous respect for the fact that he will regularly feature competitors' pedals right on his platform. No bad mouthing. He has a genuine and true reverence for all things pedals. The dude, again, is super chill. He's super knowledgeable. He's got a dry, sly sense of humor, a little twinkle in his eye. He seems like he'd be a really fun hang. And when he puts out a video, it goes straight to my watch later. Number 5 on my list of the 10 best YouTube channels. I've had the distinct pleasure of meeting this man in person, had a chance to chat with him, ask him a couple questions. It's Tim Pierce. Now, I've been a fan of Tim Pierce going all the way back to when he was a studio cat for Rick Springfield. And man, oh man, he has got chops and taste for days. I was a huge Tim Pierce fan before anybody else knew who Tim Pierce was. Post Rick Springfield, he became a studio legend and played on so many enormous albums. His credits on the All Music Guide would just blow your mind. Along comes YouTube, and now everybody knows who Tim Pierce is. I got to meet him at Experience PRS a few years ago, and I was hoping to catch up with him again this summer, but the old Corona thing canceled it. But whatever, Tim Pierce, number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list of the 10 best YouTube channels, Magic Hands, Mr. Pete Thorne. I cannot tell you how crazy good his videos are. He never fails to make a pedal sound brilliant. His playing is so good. His composing skills are so good. Most of the time his hair is so good. He's easy to hate, not just for that, but because he burns a hole in my wallet, because I don't care what he puts on his channel, I immediately want it because he makes it sound crazy good. But then I watch my own content and I realize that if I buy that pedal, I ain't gonna sound like Pete Thorne. Nonetheless, number 4 on my list. We're at number 3 on the list, Robert Baker. Talk about a young man with such an enormous skill set. He makes me feel genuinely bad about my playing every time I watch his channel, but I can't stop watching his channel. Why? Because he's really great. He's a really good natural teacher. I almost never fail to learn something watching his channels. Now, people will criticize maybe because Friedman sends him some free stuff and he features it on his show. You never ever get the sense that when Robert is waxing enthusiastic about a piece of gear that he's shilling it to you. He's a genuine human being. Seems like a really nice kid, and I hate him. He's number 3 on my list. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I love to laugh. I love comedy as much as I love music. I love laughing at myself. I really like laughing at other people, although I try not to let them see me because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But these next 2, of course, number 2, Jared Dines. He's a funny kid. He is such a likable, gentle soul, such a sensitive kid. His chops are crazy good. I got into Jared back when he was doing like 10 styles of heavy metal vocals or 10 types of metal drummers, and that's kind of how he got on the map. He's just a goofy, very likable kid, and I really appreciate the fact that he's having so much success, and I hope he keeps doing it, because Jared, you always make me laugh. You're number 2 on my list. And finally, numero uno, you've probably already guessed it since I said comedy and music. I hail now to the master, number 1 on my list, the master, Stevie T. Stevie Terraberry. That's how they'd say it down south, not Terraberry, Terraberry. What an amazing ball of talent. The fusion of gifts that he has, because believe me, I know it's not easy to do all the things that he does and do them well and conceive of that stuff and then to write it out and then to shoot it and edit it and make it all work. There's an enormous amount of talent in Stevie T, and I know he gets a lot of grief, a lot of beef from the YouTube haters out there, but he's just plain f***ing funny. He works enormously hard. He's a good-hearted kid. You gotta love him. He's my absolute favorite #1 YouTuber of all time, Mr. Stevie T. Well, what did you think about my list? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it completely boring? That's okay. Leave some comments. Hurt my feelings. As always, I appreciate the time that you spend here. Please like and subscribe. You can buy a t-shirt. You can not buy a t-shirt. I don't have to give a shit. But whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Andrew Cuomo about it, because he's going to send you straight to a nursing home where you're certain to perish. But just make sure you keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.